And Kemi's gonna just for one, which we love. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for it. We've got Toad Arenas featuring Tatsunari the Toad Rider. That's right, typically when you see these type of enchantment cards with Weaver of Harmony, Jukai Naturalist, Generous Visitor, you know what you're getting. You're getting enchantments, but not today. We are going Abzan, and if you notice, we actually do not run a single basic land because you kind of can't in this type of build. There is no triple land from Capenna that has like the Abzan colors, so you can't really run basics. And for that reason, we actually are running Circle of Confinement over Ossification, but those are like the core differences. We also get access to Duress, which is nice versus those Invasion of Alara decks. But beside the point, the Tatsunari Toad Rider is really awesome because whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control Kemi, you create a black and green, which could be relevant for populates. You create a dual colored frog creature. Every time you cast an enchantment spell, you gain a life and they lose a life. Now that could be really good in the mid-range type of matchup. And if you have an established board, and if your opponent does, you can make the target frog Kemi and itself unblockable, which is really good because we also have Audacity, which gives it trample anyway, but you can make them unblockable. Now, a lot of these decks, again, you'll see running Ossification, which we can't, and they also run Calyx. Now, Calyx to me is not that good because if it's not Audacity is the only card that is going to really make Calyx work because it has to be an enchanted creature. So we're tapping all the way into the black side of things, and we're gonna go in for this Phyrexian Arena. I'm still tinkering with these. I think you could probably run 3 of them, but I do like the Phyrexian Arena instead of Calyx. And we also have this. Now, if you've never seen this before, crazy. I saw this and I was like, what the heck? It's very oddly specifically in our colors, Abzan. I'm running 1 because I don't know if I want to run 2 or 3. And I actually don't even know if I want to get, I think I have 2, but the wild cards, I don't know if this is worth running. I am testing it out. So whenever it enters the battlefield, you can kick it for life, which could be relevant, but pretty much whenever something deals damage, you get to draw a card, or not draw, you get to reveal it and then put it in your hand, lose life equal to its value. So it's kind of like a Phyrexian Arena. So I don't know if I could run like, 4 of these or whatever, but I don't know. I think 2 and 1 is kind of the sweet spot. You do end up drawing a lot of cards in this deck because of Audacity, and then you have the Weaver of Harmonies, which can like let you double draw and whatnot, and then last but not least the Hallowed Haunting to beef up the board. But this is absolutely awesome. Tatsunari with the Toad Rider. Hopefully we can create Kemi and just tongue punch you for 1 every single time we drop an enchantment. That's the deck, baby. We got a good plan and I love it. Let's go ahead and leave a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. I would greatly appreciate that if you've enjoyed it. And let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Crokeyz, how you doing here? Well, this is an easy keep. We would like to see some sort of arena card. Get the Restless Courage. Yeah, it's actually really good. Let's get the Restless Cottage going. We don't have anything for turn 1 anyway, so we might as well go for that. And then we got a little 1-2 punch. Let's see what we're going against. I don't really love... There's a Toad. I love the Toad. But I can already tell with Spara's headquarters is this is going to be like that 5-color Atraxa nonsense. We'll see. I don't really love this matchup because our Circle of Confinements are effectively dead, which is not great. And all they do is pretty much they just race into, well, actually, maybe not. Is this just like Bant control? This might be Bant control. I guess we don't really have to think, or we don't have to guess, rather. Before I chuck this Toad out, I want to go ahead and clear the way. Let's go ahead and clear the air here. Got it? Yeah, we're going to have to go for Duress. I just cannot stand it any longer. Let's see what you got here. Oh, so Wandering Emperor and a Depopulate. Well, I guess it has to be Emperor. I guess it has to be Emperor, yeah. Alright. It's unfortunate, that is the one bad thing, is with Ossification, you can hit Planeswalkers. With Circle of Confinement, you do not get that to do that. So they got Thronebreaker of Silence. This is actually like Bant control. Interesting. Let's go in for the Toad. We can go in for the Toad and then hit the Audacity. The nice thing about the Toad here, this is what's nice about the Toad, is that it creates a black and green frog token, so the Depopulate is going to give us another card, and then the Audacity will as well. So, let's go ahead and put the pressure on him here. This is a nice board. I love the Toad Rider. Again, if they go in for Depopulate, it's pretty much fine, though. It's not fine, but we'll get 2 cards back from their Depopulate, and they're just going to go straight in for the Thrun. They pay no attention. Wow, okay, so... as long as it's your turn, but it's not their turn, so I don't care about that. And I can make this unblockable, which is a little confusing why they do this. This is fine though. I mean, this doesn't do anything. So I think we just go for Audacity, put it on the other Toad here. Go ahead and zap him for 1 life. Yeah, and let's go ahead and do this. Target froggy control cannot be blocked. The Toad Rider coming in your face, unblocked. Unbelievably unblocked. Bang bang, drop him down to 9. And again, this Thrun, I don't really know. It's cute. I mean, they can go in for the Depopulate, which then it has Indestructible, which kind of sucks. And again, these Circle of Confinements cannot hit bigger creatures, so... ugh, that is the one bad thing about running the black with the Toad Rider here, is because they can't do anything like that. So here comes the Depopulate. They're gonna keep their Thrun, but at least we'll get 3 cards back with all these Audacities. So hopefully we can kind of find something to go with the rest of our deck here. All right. Restless Cottage always an option, but I definitely don't like it right now. I think we're just gonna go in for. Let's go for Weaver. Let's go in for Weaver number 2. And I'm going to drop an Audacity. I think we kind of have to. I don't think we really have too much of a choice. So, 3 cards. We know the Virtue of Knowledge isn't going to be it. So, 2 cards here. Can we possibly get away from some sort of another board wipe? Virtue of Knowledge. That's actually not that bad. It's way better than a Depopulate. A Depopulate would be crippling. But when this, I mean, this is scary though. I mean, if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a permanent blah blah blah. Okay, so it's not everybody, it's just you. Okay, so Crokeyz, let's see what you got here. This Thrun has Indestructible and Trample. And again, I can't hit you with the Circle of Confinement, which, not great, but it's okay. I mean, it makes you a 4/4. How do we want to play this? I mean, if we drop another Weaver, this creates, what, 6/3. We can't kill him with the other Weaver, though. That's the problem. I think we're just going to have to go all in, though. It's not great, just because, like, the Circle of Confinement can't hit it, which is really sad. Do we swing them with both? No, it's not. Let's do this, and then if they block it, we'll go ahead and use the Weaver of Harmony to draw an extra card with the Audacity. I think that's the best move we got. So let's go for this Weaver, which has not got Summoning Sickness, and we'll do that. Another 2 cards. 2 Generous Visitors. Let's hedge our bets here a little bit. I'm going to go for 1 Generous Visitor. Well, actually, we can't even play the other Generous Visitor, but I'm going to keep the Jukai. Sunfall. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we can still hit this. They don't have... well, maybe. They might not have enough to incubate it right away. Hallowed Haunting. Alright, let's go for... how do we want to play this? Should we go in for Visitor and then Hallowed Haunting? I think that's the best way to play this. Yeah, let's go for Visitor. And then Hallowed Haunting. Put up to a 2/2. Unless they have a... what? They held priority there, so... so they definitely held priority there, so I'm not sure what the heck that was all about. Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Oh, they get 2 because the Virtue of Knowledge. They're going to get 2 cards on this. Oh, and another one. Okay, so they're just drawing... wow, okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Another Hallowed Haunting, though. And now they can incubate this. This is for 3. Let's go for Jukai. I'm thinking the only thing they can pull up priority with is just this incubate. Wow. So they have March of Otherworldly Light. Okay. Well. Okay. Let's go in for our second Hallowed Haunting. The only other prayer that we're holding on to is these Circle of Confinements that can take away this incubator. But like a farewell. I mean, are they running farewell? Farewell wouldn't make that much sense. I think I can play these Circle of Confinements without having the incubator, which I mean. Oh, what do we do here? Do we go in for Restless Cottage? I think I'm gonna do it. If we go in for Restless Cottage, I mean, if they have Emperor, they probably just have Emperor, right? I mean, I don't think we have much of a choice. We're just gonna have to do this. I'm assuming an Emperor's coming out and they're gonna go for the incubator. So they go for the Jukai, which is to be expected. But wait, hold on. Are you wait. You just I will take it. Alaska. Alaska's I've never been to Alaska and I don't think I want to. I'm not a mono blue player, ice out type of, no way. Ice counters, stun counters. No way. So I actually think Circle of Confinement's most likely not going to be relevant. Most times I want to get the Restless Cottage out, but I'm going to go for a turn 1 Generous Visitor, because we're so generous. And then we can drop the Restless Cottage on turn 2. Ooh, the Spirited Companion. Oh, man. Okay. I would rather play the Toad Rider on curve, and then we can worry about the Spirited Companion. So, little unfortunate. We have enough card advantage with the Phyrexian Arena. Guardian of New Benalia. Nice card. Alright, let's go ahead and just get the Toad Rider down. Let's get the Toad Rider down. We are really setting up again. We're not really like an aggro deck. We're more of a it's kind of mid-rangey. It kind of is though, especially with like Phyrexian Arena and like Hallowed Haunting. I think it truly is more of a mid-range. We do have ways to like really pump damage out, but it's not typically how we win. Alright, so the Toad Rider, whenever we play something, Adeline, this is fine. Because Enlist has to be a creature without Summoning Sickness, so they're not going to be able to Enlist this turn. Alright here. Alright, so this is going to get pretty fun. If we go for Circle of Confinement, which we are going to do, we get Kemi. Look at this. Generous Visitor. I'm going to put it on the Generous Visitor, just so that we can swing in with both here. Look at that, Kemi! The legendary frog creature. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, Adeline. We are not gonna need your services. Alright, so now that we have this out, every single time we play an enchantment, a target opponent loses life and we gain a life, which is really nice, because that's gonna offset our Phyrexian Arena here. So let's go ahead and do this, and put this on the Visitor so that we're gonna be able to swing in with our Toad Rider, and go in for Spirited Companion. And looking pretty good so far. So next turn we'll be able to just drop Phyrexian Arena and go for Weaver of Harmony and life might be good. But what I love about this though, even if they set up their board completely, the Toad Rider, I mean, we can make it unblockable. So like it doesn't even like really matter. Yeah, you have Adeline, whatever, Skrelv, it's not really gonna matter here. So now we've got to make a decision. Now we make a decision here. Do we want to just kind of just go straight for the face with the Toad Rider? I think we want to kind of finish off with that rather. So I'm actually going to say no. So I'm going to go with the, well, let's see, what do we want to do? If we would get the Generous Visitor up to 6, is that possible? It's not. Let's go for the arena. Kind of zap them for some more life, which we like. Let's put it on the visitor in case they're gonna really have to make a hard decision here. So zap them for 1. We can make the Toad Rider and the Chemi unblockable, but I think we're probably still better off going in for the Weaver of Harmony just for this one last turn before we really just zip and zap them up. Let's go ahead and put it on the visitor again. I know this is not wonderful because they could just double block the Adeline with the Guardian of New Benalia. I'm still gonna do it. I think we kind of already made our bed in that regard, and if they want to get rid of Adeline for this, I mean whatever. So let's see what they do. This is a lot of pressure on them. They could double block and then lose their Adeline, or they could just chump block. I think if I was in their shoes, I would double block. If I were in their shoes, I would double block. They can give it indestructible as well, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you shouldn't double block, because then if we kill the, I mean, I don't really know what they have in their hand. Phyrexian Vindicator. Okay, so Phyrexian Vindicator typically would scare me, but we can just make these things. Yeah, let's go in for Weaver of Harmony, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want to get 2. I want to get 2 types of battlefield on here. So let's go for this. We're gonna lose a little bit of life, but that's gonna be okay. Another Toad Rider, and a Hallowed Haunting, and a land. Okay, a lot to unpack here. But if we go for Hallowed Haunting, well, let's go for the Jukai Naturalist first, and let's put it on the Toad Rider. We definitely maybe should have put it on the Toad Rider just to begin with. Because we don't have to worry about this Phyrexian Vindicator. We just don't. So let's go in for the Hallowed Haunting instead. +1/+1s. Let's go ahead and put it on Chemi. And again, every single time we're playing it, we're just zapping them for 1, which is really nice. And I'm not swinging in because they can go ahead and use the Phyrexian Vindicator. Yeah, I mean, we could, let's see, if they take the Vindicator, block off the Visitor. Cathar is not that big of a deal. They see they're getting rid of that, but I don't think they know what the Toad Rider does. And again, yeah, I think we were correct to not swing in last turn. I think we were correct to do that. Little do they know, the Toad Rider can just make this unblockable. I mean, they just can't. I mean, we have lethal right here, so I think this is gonna be all but done, my friend. Unfortunately, unless you have one. I mean, you have one planes. They can have like lay down to arms or something like that, but it's looking pretty good. I don't want to give them any sort of a emote. They're gonna go for the Garden of Benalia. I really don't care. Even if they do enlist here, this is fine. This is, yeah, they're just pressing buttons as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Unless they can kill the Chemi and the Toad Rider, which we have another one anyway, they just have no hope. So this is an 8-2. I mean, I don't care. We'll just go ahead and block you just because we get lifelink off this, and I don't care about this damage whatsoever. Even a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's going to be it. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw. Not that it particularly matters. Circle of Confinement, and there's no way they have anything for this, right? I think we should just let's just attack. We can have a lot of fun, but I think this is just the point that we're trying to prove is the Toad Rider with Chemi just looking great. I guess we might as well play Circle of Confinement. Again, I don't know exactly what they have up their sleeve. I just really don't. So we'll have a little bit of fun. We have lethal with Chemi and Tatsunari. But I guess we're being overly cautious. What could they possibly have? Isn't there like Lay Down on Arms is a sorcery, so I don't think they can really play anything for 1. Okay. And now we're flying anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. I mean, again, we have a plethora of options, but I go ahead and get rid of Adeline. Take Weaver of Harmony. Pay the 1. Get rid of Brutal Cathar. I mean, we're just kind of playing with our food at this point. If they want to go use for Skrell, it's going to cost you 2. So, I mean, like, you may do as you wish. We're gonna get one of them, so. Okay. Tis fine, we'll go ahead and take the Brew Cathar. And that's a nice little way to get around Scrub as well. Oh, they chose black? I mean, either way, doesn't matter. We're just playing with our food at this point. Man? Okay, well, Mana Man versus Batman. We got a good thing going here. And this is an apocalyptically slow start, but we're not really a full-blown aggro deck, so I think we can make do of this. Ooh, all of the tapped lands, which is not what you want to see, but it's okay. I'm actually going to go for well, let's just get the Restless Cottage down. Let's just get the Restless Cottage down, I was going to say, because maybe I really want to push for the Spirited Companion next turn, so if there's a way we can draw into a Pain land, because God knows we're running a lot of Pain lands in our deck here. No basics, so no basics, no problem, that's okay. We will forego the turn 2 play as well. Thankfully they did too, so we don't get blown out of the water with, well, I almost speak too fast. Virtue of Loyalty, alright, so we do have something to worry about on turn 2. I lied, I got a little ahead of myself. But unfortunately, well, the Copper Coat Vanguard actually does not help. This is a knight, not a human. So, down to 17, I think we can manage that. That's not that big of a deal. And finally, we can start playing stuff. So, let's go in for the Toad Rider. Let's just go in right for the Toad Rider. If they've got something else, we've got another Toad Rider. So this is fine. They've got removal. It's fine. We can handle that. This is the downfall of you have to get really cute with the mana because there's no Triome, or not Triome, I guess technically, but you know what I mean. There's no the Capenna lands, the 3. There's nothing for this Abzan combination, so the mana has to be very, very strange. So we got a lot of Restless Cottage. We do have the Shattered Sanctum, which can come untapped, but the Restless Cottage does win games, so it is worth running. It really is. And this is a problem because I think you've got Emperor. I think I'm gonna block here, and you're gonna have an Emperor, and I'm gonna be kind of sad. Let's say no. Let's say no. I think we can take this. I don't want to run into an Emperor. If we run into an Emperor and you first strike us, I'm gonna be so sad. So let's go for Shattered Sanctum, and I'm gonna go in for the Hallowed Haunting. Now, we're gonna go ahead and make a Toad token. That is right. Kemi, I believe that's how you pronounce it, but you get a legendary token creature frog. Kemi, welcome to the battlefield. How you doing? And I'm gonna not attack because I know you have Emperor. They don't. There's no way. Hold on. There's no way you don't have Emperor here. Something's up. Something's up. I don't buy it. Okay, they didn't. Thalia, this is not that big of a deal. It just holds up our Stronghold Arena, but that's not that big of a deal. We're typically playing a lot of creatures. I would have thought they'd go for Virtue of Loyalty. So I don't know what's going on here. Every time we play an enchantment, though, we just zap them for 1 with our tongues. See, what are they doing? Like, what is this? What are you doing, Amir? Why are you swinging in here? You can't cast Emperor now, especially with Thalia. What are you doing? This is weird. Should I double block? A Ganjo? Okay. Yeah, I should have double blocked, but it is what it is. We'll be okay. 2 toxic counters, or poison counters rather. This is, I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't really think I have to put out another Toad because we already have the upside of this card is putting out the Kemi. So let's go for Companion. I mean, we get to zap him for 1 every single time, which is really, really nice. So yeah, let's just go for a Spirited Companion here. And Kemi's gonna just for 1, which we love. Draw a card. See if we get... Ooh, another Hallowed Haunting would be nice. These are going to come in tapped anyway, so... Let's go ahead and do this. And Weaver. And Kemi, do your thing. 7 for 1. And that's going to make the difference over the long run in this kind of matchup, I do believe. So, let's set up our board. They're going to set up their board with their, what, Virtue of Loyalty. But I think we're going to come out ahead. This is fine. They tap out for this as well. If they swing in with Dahlia, they got to be careful. Okay, they do not, which is the smart thing to do. Okay. If we just drop our Hallowed Haunting, I think that's the right thing to do. We can take one more battle from them. So let's drop our Razorverge Thicket. And yeah, let's just drop a Hallowed Haunting. And then we can just get nuts. We can just get nuts next turn. And plus, even with the Stronghold Arena, we can gain life by kicking this. So, I like this. No matter what they do, I just can't really see them being able to, like, really push through right now. Unless they have something crazy in their hand here. I'm trying to think what they could have. They could have, oh my god, ooh, they could have that, that new, that one card, oh my god, what is it? It's like kind of like the Cavalier that gives everything like flying and trample and pretty much just like it's kind of like a green card, really. And if they want to swing him for 4, that's fine. It's not really gonna do nothing. So while I don't think they're running Emperor or something like that. I think this is pretty much their deck though. Like this is what they have because why else? Hold on. You know, if I do this, they still die, right? So let's do that. Alright, first strike. Okay. Now hopefully I can kind of storm a little bit, but yeah, I don't want you to keep that Dahlia. And let's see what we want to do here. I think we just go in for Weaver of Harmony, the Companion, and the Stronghold Arena to make 7. Yeah, this is fine. I think we're good. Yeah, let's not overthink this. They'll also get Vigilance too, so even if they did have an Emperor, we're fine. And let's go for Companion. Oh, waiting for No! Come on now, what are you doing? No! We literally won that game, but I'm gonna keep it in there, but that is crazy. What is going on? Okay, alright. Simplex, how you doing here? This is an easy keep. Little, I don't want to say scary. We do love the Rider, and we've got a Thicket. So, yeah, this seems pretty standard. I'm actually going to play... Well, let's get the Thickets down. Let's get those Thickets down. If we have to Pain Land ourselves on turn 2, in case we would have to draw a Circle of Confinement, and they'd have to play something. So step 1 is complete. No go. Generous Visitor on turn 2. A little awkward, but that's okay. We still love you, buddy. Yeah, let's go for Thicket. I'm just going to drop a Weaver of Harmony. Yeah, let's at least put something down. If they want to go ahead and play with fire on our little Weaver, that'd be so rude. Because after all, we're playing beautiful harmonies. So to kind of cut that off, I don't know. It's a little uncalled for. Should we block? I'm gonna say no. If they were tapped out, I would. But if they're gonna pump this up, yeah, Monstrous Rage. No, we're not gonna risk that. We are not risking that. And a Lightning Strike anyway, so there you go. I guess it didn't even really matter. So why'd they make me wait? You know? So rude. Alright, so Shattered Sanctum. I think, the only move that we really have is go straight in for the Toad Rider. And I'm not going to block if they don't Lightning Strike me, that is. But this is what I love about the Toad Rider. It does give you a lot of different wiggle room. What is this? Oh, Rebel Salvo. Affinity for Equipment. Another Lightning Strike on my Toad. That is just beyond rude. Stronghold Arena. This card is actually really awesome. This is a sleeper. This card's a sleeper. The problem is there any way We can gain life with this, which is what I'm thinking. Can we survive another turn? They can't do 10 damage, right? I think let's just drop the Hallowed Haunting. I don't think they can do 10 damage with 4 mana. I don't know. I mean, Godric would just be 3, it'd be 6. They can pump the Godric once. Yeah, we should be able to be okay for this one time. Down to 4. Another Haunting. Unfortunately, the Haunting is just going to be a little bit too slow. What we're going to have to do... Let's go in for the Generous Visitor. Audacity. Or we go for Stronghold Arena, and then we can kick it twice. Let's kick it one time and then go for Audacity. I think that's going to be the best way to do this. Because we have to get the Hallowed Hauntings up too. So let's do this. Audacity. And let's put it on the... I mean, we have to put it on the Visitor, but... And then we go for Stronghold Arena, and I'm going to kick it one time. We do have to pay, but it's going to work out because we get 3 life for the kicker. Alright. I guess we'll put it on the Cleric here. And gaining that 3 life could be the... It could be life or death. I don't know. They give us a nice... Which usually is not very good. Because typically what that means is nice try. That's typically what it means. So, Kamanu, they are going to kick us up in here. I mean, this is not... It's not a good game yet, right? It's not a good game yet, but it's not looking good. If we have another way to gain life, we might be okay. Down to 1. We do get another Generous Visitor. Unfortunately, I think that's about it. That's probably all that we can muster, though. Because if they have this... I don't think we're going to have enough oomph here, no. I mean, it doesn't even particularly matter. Wait, do we have enough? I don't think we do. Unfortunately, we're going to come up just a little short. Like I say, it doesn't matter because they have the Godric here. And we'll just go ahead and kill him for fun. But yeah, close game. CRS, how are we doing here? This is a classic hand. Can't ask for too much better than this. I am actually going to lead off with the Shattered Sanctum. Get that nice and untapped. It is what it is. I don't want to take 2 pain. I don't want to go for 2 pain lands on turn 2, and this is exactly why. Because mono, red. I don't want to say mono. Could be Gruul. I do see some Gruuls with the Swift Spear. So let's go in for the Brushland, and I'm going to go for the Weaver of Harmony first. I think Weaver of Harmony is the correct play. Next turn, we can go in for Jukai Naturalist, and if they've got a burn or something of some sort, we can just use it on the Weaver. I think this is fine. Every little time you do anything, like any sort of like situation, any little time you click the mouse, it has to be precise because mono red is so crazy. So Reinforced Ronin. Wow. Have not seen this go. Ancestral Anger. Why? Hold on. Why are you putting it on the Ronin? Because no, we're gonna take it. It's not great, but they do have to put this thing back into their hand, so. Okay, we do get the Toad Rider as well. At this point, I mean... Man, Toad Rider is really, really good. If we go in for the Naturalist, we still get the Spirited Companion, though. Let's do this. Let's go for the Spirited Companion. I know it's brutal to have to do that, and we're not going to be able to use the Weaver of Harmony. And we're paying all this life, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Next turn, we'll be able to go in for the Toad Rider. Next turn, we'll be able to go for Toad Rider and put the Audacity. Hopefully, the Jukai Naturalist will survive. If it doesn't, I think we're still probably okay with the Toad Rider. The Toad Rider, when we create Chemi, looks like we don't have to.